Good morning, all of you. In this session, we are going to discuss about isomerism. Again, it is the topic from stereochemistry and reaction mechanism. So, first is about what is mean by isomerism. Isomerism is the phenomena where one compound have same chemical formula but different chemical structure. So, formula of compound remains same, but chemical structure is varied. That type of phenomena is called as isomerism. Chemical compounds have identical chemical formula but differs in the properties and arrangement of atoms in the molecule are called isomers. Their formula remains same, but there is a difference in the properties and difference in the arrangement of atoms are possible. The type of isomerism, the type of arrangement is called isomerism. Iso means similar, mers means repeating units. Types of isomerism. Here we have two types of isomerism. In general, organic isomerism is two types. One is structural isomerism. Structural isomerism is also called as constitutional isomerism, whereas stereoisomerism is the second type. It is also called as spatial isomerism. If same molecular formula, difference in the structure is called constitutional or structural. If same molecular formula, difference in the linkage of atoms is called stereo or spatial arrangement or spatial isomerism. Now, let us go with one by one. Structural isomerism is defined as structural isomers differs in terms of connectivity of the atoms. Connectivity of the atoms are different, but molecular formula remains same. That is called structural isomerism. First is about chain isomerism. Chain isomerism in the sense, so here molecular formula remains same, but chain length is different. Initially 5 carbon chain is there. After changing its structure, it is converted into 4 carbons followed by 3 carbons chain like that. So here we have a simple example for chain isomerism. We can take the formula C5H12. C5H12 formula remains same for all the isomers, but they differs in the chain length. C5H12 can be written as straight chain like this, so which is called N-pentane. In the second case, what we are doing, one of the carbon is treated as a branched carbon atom. So it can be introduced as a branch on this carbon so that it is converted into isopentane. In third case, another carbon is also became the branch, and so around the central carbon 4 methyl groups are present. This is called a neopentane. Okay. In all these 3 cases, what happens, formula will be C5H12 only. But here, all the chain length is 5 carbons. Isopentane chain length is 4 carbons with 1 methyl branch. This neopentane chain length is only 3 carbons with 2 methyl side chains. So in this way, chain length will be different, but molecular formula remains same. This is called chain isomerism. Next is about positional. Positional isomerism in the sense, molecular formula remains same, but we can change the position of functional groups from one carbon to another carbon. So very simple example, C3H7Cl. So this is the molecular formula which remains a constant for 2 isomers, but in okay. In the first case, what we are doing, we are taking chlorofunctional group on the carbon 1. In the second carbon, in the second molecule, we are having chlorofunctional group on the second carbon. So 1 chloropropane and 2 chloropropane are there. These two are with similar molecular formula, but difference in the position of chlorofunctional group. That's why these two are called positional isomers. So all these comes under structural isomers only. We are classifying structural isomers into various types. Structural isomers differs in the linkage of carbon with the main chain. Okay. Here is the net problem. I'm facing internet problem. That's why it is not supporting. Okay. Here, another example for positional isomerism is when we are taking chlorofunctional groups and benzene ring 1, 2 positions. This is called ortho substituted. In the second case, 1,4 position, which is called para substituted. These two also best example for positional isomers. We are changing the position of this chloro group, which is the positional isomerism. Ortho substituted and para substituted compounds are the best example for positional isomers. Next is about functional isomerism. Functional isomerism in the sense, if we are changing the functional group, so molecular formula remains same but functional groups are varied, is called functional isomerism. We are going to consider C3H6O exhibit aldehyde and ketone both. C3H6O. Here is the compound C3H6O, which is 3 carbon chain with aldehydic functional group. The same compound exists in the form of ketonic group in the second one. So this is propanaldehyde, this is propanone. Okay, propanaldehyde and propanone, these two are called functional isomers and having similar molecular formula. One is aldehydic functional group, second is ketonic functional group. So very simple example. So functional isomerism in the sense molecular formula remains same but functional groups are varied. Here is aldehyde, here is ketone. And another simple example is C2H6O. We are taking 2 carbon chain with OH functional group. OH is the functional group in the first compound. When we are taking second compound, in the second compound, here we have ROR, that is ether. So in both the cases, formula will be same, C2H6O, but one is aldehyde, second is ether. That's why aldehyde, ether both comes under functional isomers. Aldehyde ketones are functional isomers as well as OH and ether also functional isomers. This is about functional isomerism. And next is about metamerism. Metamerism in the sense, so when central functional groups are surrounded by different central functional groups surrounded by different alkyl groups, number of alkyl groups. So that number will be varied in 2 metamers, that is called metamerism. Metamerism is mainly arised due to the presence of different alkyl chain length around the functional group. When we are taking this C4H10O molecular formula, so here it is the ether compound. Around this oxygen, one side methyl, second side propyl groups are there. Carbon chain length is 3, here 1. In case of first compound. When we are going to second compound, one side ethyl, second side also ethyl is there. What happened in between these two? So around the functional group, carbon chain length is varied. If carbon chain length is varied, that is called metamerism. So this is about propyl methyl ether. This is diethyl ether. In both the cases, molecular formula is C4H10O only. But here it is 3 carbon chain. Here it is 2 carbon chain. Chain length is varied. This is called metamerism. And next is about tautomerism. Tautomerism is nothing but, so because of small functional group displacement from one position to another position within the molecule, so that is converted into another molecule. So that is called a tautomerism. Tautomerism refers to the isomers of compounds which only arise due to the change in the shifting of protons or electrons. Here, by transferring protons or electrons from one place to another place, it is possible to shift. It is possible to convert one compound into another compound. Here only the possibility is we can change the position of either protons or electrons. Let us see the simple example. We are taking ketone here and by changing hydrogen. So here what we are doing, hydrogen is shifted towards this side, and when hydrogen is shifted, this carbon-carbon double bond is generated, and this C double bond O ketonic functional group is converted into OH group. Double bond adjacent to OH, this is called enol form. So C double bond O is called a ketonic form. These two are interconvertible, means forward backward reactions are spontaneously possible, hence we can represent the reaction with double-headed arrow. Okay, ketone can be converted into enol as well as enol converted into ketonic form. Both are interconvertible, and this is mainly possible because of shifting of hydrogen from this end carbon atom. Hydrogen is shifted towards this oxygen, which is called 1,3 shift of hydrogen. What is mean by 1,3 shift? Here, let us consider one carbon, second carbon, third carbon. We are shifting the hydrogen from first center to third center. Hence, it is called 1,3 shift of hydrogen. So because of 1,3 shift, when hydrogen is shifted, what happens? Here double bond generation is possible, and this double bond is shifted towards oxygen, so that we will convert ketone into enolic state. So this is also very important. Tautomerism, all these are the simple examples for structural isomerism. And next is about last structural isomerism is ring chain isomerism. Ring chain isomerism is nothing but, so one of the isomer exists in ring form or cyclic form, same molecular formula, but second compound exists in the form of chain-like structure. So both the isomers having same molecular formula, but one isomer in cyclic state, second is acyclic state, that is called ring chain isomerism. We have simple example for that. Butene. Butene, here the molecular formula is C4H8. Molecular formula is C4H8. This butene can exist in cyclobutane. When we are taking cyclobutane, both formulas are same, but it is acyclic, but second compound is cyclic. Another possibility to exhibit this isomerism is methyl cyclopropane. Here 4 carbons ring. Here we have 3 carbons ring with 1 methyl side chain. These 3 having similar molecular formula and are best examples for ring chain isomerism. Ring chain isomerism is defined as similar molecular formula, but one of the isomer exists in ring state, another isomer exists in open chain state. So that type of interrelation is called a ring chain isomerism. By this we completed structural isomerism. I think it is very clear. Isomerism is nothing but the compounds are the entities which having similar molecular formula but differs in their chemical structure and chemical properties. Those are called isomers. Molecular formula remains same, properties and arrangement of atoms will be varied. That type of situation, that type of arrangement is called isomerism. Iso means similar, mers means repeating units. Similar units are repeated in both the compounds. So that is called isomerism. Isomerism broadly classified into 2 types. One is structural isomerism, second is stereoisomerism. Structural isomerism again classified into chain isomerism, second is positional isomerism, third is functional isomerism, fourth is metamerism, fifth is tautomerism, sixth is ring chain isomerism. Chain isomerism is nothing but if we are taking same molecular formula but differs in the chain length. Pentane exists in open chain, 5 carbons containing chain, that is N-pentane. We can replace one methyl group as a branch so that it is converted into branched pentane, that is called isopentane. So that is 4 carbon chain, and one more carbon is also shifted to branch so that it is converted into neopentane, which is completely branched one. So that is about chain isomerism. And second is positional. We can change the position of functional group, 1 chloropropane, 2 chloropropane. Both have similar molecular formula, but propane functional groups are varied. That's why it is called positional isomerism. And third is about functional isomerism, where molecular formula remains same, but functional groups are varied. We can take aldehyde functional isomer with ketone, alcohol functional isomer with ether. So we can change the functional groups in this in these compounds so that these are called functional isomers. And next is about metamerism. When functional group is considered, with respect to functional group, if carbon chain length is varied, that is called metamerism. Methyl, propyl, ether, metameric isomer with diethyl ether, where carbon chain length is varied in both the compounds, that is called metamerism. Tautomerism, and the next is about tautomerism. Tautomerism is nothing but by shifting either hydrogen or electrons, that means protons or electrons, if one compound is converted into another kind of isomer, that is called a tautomerism. The simple example is ketone converted into enol form by changing position of hydrogen from first to third carbon. Ketoenol tautomerism is associated with, so 1,3 shift of proton. 1,3 shift of proton causes ketone into enolic form. Enol is nothing but double bonded hydroxy compound. That is tautomerism. And next is about ring chain isomerism. Ring chain isomerism stands for, so if the compound having similar molecular formula, but one of the isomer exists in open chain and second isomer in closed ring structure, those two comes under ring chain isomers. We can take double bonded compound, which is the isomer, or ring chain isomer with the cyclic compound. So this is about all these comes under structural isomers. Now we are going to discuss